would like to keep this fight at arm's length, wouldn't he?
And he told me yesterday, you know, he did a lot of the wrong things. Now he's a world champ.
Over. Morales was on Tuesday, so obviously he had to go and lose all that weight.
At top speed, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and you know, David is doing an excellent job working up the body and working upstairs as well.
Well, Morales finally fighting back. He hadn't done much in the first couple of minutes of this fight. Now, he's the kind of guy when he'd get into these wars, he got hit.
A little shorter than him, so it's make. Whoa! He got hit with
it. Rocked by a left, and here comes Diaz.
Right. Oh, another one. Whoa! What a shot by
Right-hand counter by Morales.
This is really one of the most more fascinating first rounds.
That might be a sign that Diaz is a little bit overly excited about fighting in his hometown.
Excited, right.
He's handled it.
Whoa! That's a slip. Benji a slip as the referee picked it up. He tripped.
That's how he got dropped. So Diaz hasn't learned that he needs to pick up those hands. Right there.
Wow. Here comes Morales popping back. Diaz to come in behind that jab and come out behind that jab. And the ropes are a little loose, don't they? Seem a little loose.
Yep.
Be an issue for this guy. He has been in some battles.
And that way of making the weight, he's not going to show up early.
Oh, he got caught. He got caught.
Right down the middle comes Morales. And back comes Diaz.
But Diaz, you know what? We've seen
as the champion's been dropped dramatically at the end of the first round. He's doing a lot of good things. I think you would agree.
You know, Oscar Bonavena.
Oh, good point. Yes, he goes for it with every punch, doesn't he?
Yep. And you know, he's kind of a brawler, but not quite as powerful as he appears to be.
Yes.
What I may be supposedly considered. Oh,
right hand. Wow. Right hand from Morales.
Now that I saw David Diaz, you cannot continue going straight back. You do a sidestep and counter him, or at least take your jab out to maintain.
Right. But tonight, he is coming up. Good point.
Right here, you know, he's smothering his own self. He needs to give himself a little distance. Good left uppercut right there by Diaz. Throw a lift to the body. Good straight right to the body right there, but I don't see that lift.
Second time, good combination lands from Diaz. That's what we're talking about, right?
But you know, it's not going to be paying off because his right eye is starting to swell up pretty bad.
Well, the only thing is you have to watch for the stamina of Morales if this fight stayed in it.
And that seems to be the difference. He's bringing everything to this. Tons of things right. Absolutely, to me, looking like obviously the more polished fighter in bigger fights.
Hit him.
Yeah, Diaz is mad about it now.
But he needs to be patient because you know what, losing his composure is not.
So Raleigh touched on it earlier. It's a matter of who can control the distance of this fight, where this fight should be fought at. So far, it's been Morales more than Diaz, but they both had their moments here.
I mean, I want to ask you guys if you're surprised that Morales appears to be enjoying this fight. He's not running from the slugfest.
No, he's getting hurt there. He got clipped there. We're going to address that in a corner. Wow, between rounds. It's a big issue. But all the experience showing in Erik Morales here tonight. Against him, isn't he?
Yeah, he's using the aggression against him. Right now, he got caught right now with a pretty good straight right.
Yeah, now Morales backing up, but he's dangerous doing that too. Typically, he's punching back in a hurry when he gets hurt, and he didn't do that in the first few seconds of the fight.
Good shot. But let me ask you something, Gennaro. They don't seem to be having a big effect.
Oh, right hand. Sorry.
Well, you know, like it's
very smooth and hitting the mark. Now Diaz, high guard, looking to make it a brawl against the ropes here and succeeding, trying to pierce through with those uppercuts and blasting away as Morales' back is to us.
You see, that's where Morales has to be sticking his head out, because you know what? That's where he's getting caught.
Yeah, Morales,
back, right there. Like
Morales looks a little tired right now.
I think he's getting worn down a little bit.
Oh, just fabulous, absolutely entertaining. Powerful statement on both sides.
That's what Morales needs to do right there. Jab, move.
Yeah, Diaz has abandoned his jab. Now Diaz with a little crossover as he switches to conventional. He's got Morales in front of him trying to slice through to the body and to the chin with uppercuts.
And Morales knows what Diaz. Morales looked like he lost his balance, and Diaz didn't want him to turn around, so he continued throwing left to the face.
The champion pounding away on Erik Morales. The three as the first Mexican to capture 4 world titles in 4 different divisions as he comes storming back.
Now that's the gallantry of Morales that I think, you know, really endears him to fight fans. It's that kind of
trying to push him back. And now working.
Spin. He's like, you know what, I may be tired, but you know, I'm going to continue throwing punches because this is a fight and I'm a world champion as well as you are. He's doing, he's just trying to outmuscle, trying to drain whatever conditioning Morales.
This is his attack. He's just a wonderful, great guy. Look at that, how he just ran Diaz into a shot.
It's a good combination right there that Morales did. Connected some good shots. Right there, he made Diaz miss and almost had him pay for it.
Exactly.
You know, when Morales has his energy and he can put it together, this is a school job.
Just really absolutely.
Whoa,
Diaz, yeah, they both connect. Both guys firing.
Good straight left, double left by Diaz.
By Diaz, yes.
Actually, that's one thing right there. That's what he needs to do. That's what Morales needs to do right there.
Yep.
Right there. That was it. Right there. Step back, and counter with that right. Good left.
Oh, look at Morales. The United States and Japan.
And the other interesting thing is, I don't
appreciation. I agree, Wally.
You know, it's not like they're screaming for everything Diaz does.
Yes.
They're appreciating both guys.
Oh, Diaz with a huge.
We're down on him, but you know he's landing some pretty good shots.
Yeah.
The warrior that he is.
Now this is Morales' wheelhouse.
And we know that. Look at, you know, he's setting up that right hand.
Moments before, so another close round. I should say Diaz needs a little bit of a resurgence here. He hasn't been quite as busy as he was in the earlier rounds. It's understandable they're throwing us.
You know, guys, there are times when you think one guy's taking over.
Yeah, that's what makes a great fight.
Right now, Morales was just landing
jab. That's what they want him to do. A little bit of a hook on the way out.
Turn it around and start landing.
Oh, and Diaz clips him on the way out.
Yes.
With that, you tell him to change.
You know, I mean, you know, he has to continue going forward.
He is what he is.
He has to look for it. You know, it brought him to the victory when he knocked out Santa Cruz. He could do that again right now, like he did there right now.
That's where he wants to be, right here.
This guy is possible. Do not let him get an arm's length with you where he can get...
Fighter, some said he was going into this night in Chicago.
Not having fought this well tonight.
Losing this way? Oh, yes. Not only a disgrace, I want to see him again.
And that doesn't help any of the scorecards when you see fighters get hit like that.
Oh, Morales lands a left hook to the body. Diaz trying to pin him, but Morales. Oh, on the way out, Morales. You said it well, Wally.
The experience and everything.
Here comes Diaz, coming on in. That was a huge flurry for Diaz. Now Morales electing not distance, and he gets blocked, does Morales.
And he's always been that type of fighter who's, you know, who's going to finish fighting to the end, which that's what he's doing right now.
Morales making the play here. He's boxing, and Diaz is waiting, trying to wade in and land that heavy shot that won the championship for him when he knocked out Armando Santa Cruz.
But he better be careful because he's leaving himself open for that right uppercut.
Morales is catching Diaz in between punches every so often off the rope.
Good point. Morales trying to find the opening. Diaz trying to create the opening with sheer force. What a battle down the stretch this is. We talked about Morales early in Ultimate Warrior. This is why. There's no playing it safe.
This is why the people love Morales.
Body flurry from Diaz. Morales not electing to hang on. His legs look a little shaky now.
He's trying to finish it off.
Diaz coming on huge. Diaz's title on the line.
Rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Hermino Cuevas scores at 114-113. Nobuaki Uratani scores at 115-112. Robert Hecko scores at 115-113. All to the winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Dangerous David Diaz.